Hey, what's up you guys, this is SGB618 here, and today I'm going to be continuing the Mario Kart 9 videos again. The past two videos have done very well and you guys really seem to like this sort of mini series that I'm doing. So I decided to make another video, and this time I'm going to be talking about what if Mario Kart 9 was very similar or paid a lot of homage to Mario Kart Double Dash. This is quite an interesting topic because Mario Kart Double Dash is such a different game from the rest of the series. I would be very interested to see how Nintendo would tackle that if they ended up doing something like that. I would like you guys to comment down below your thoughts on this subject because again I think it's very interesting, and let me know what you think. How do you think Nintendo would implement all of the new stuff along with the old Double Dash stuff? I'll be very interested to know what you guys think. But without further ado, let's just go straight into it. Now I know what a lot of my regular viewers are going to say. SGB, you've said lots of times that you're not the biggest fan of Double Dash because of the amount of Grand Prix that it has and the controls. And yeah, you're right, those two things definitely decreases the fun level of the experience for me. But I've literally also said that everything else about Double Dash is great, which is why I think they should make a Double Dash sequel. I felt like Double Dash had so much potential to have a sequel to be even better than the original. So to get rid of those two things that I didn't like, that would literally make Double Dash, or at least the sequel, a very solid Mario Kart title, at least in my opinion. I've already talked about this lots and lots of times, but I didn't like how from Super Circuit to Double Dash we literally cut down in the Grand Prix. Regardless how many circuit tracks there are in Super Circuit, there are still more tracks in Super Circuit, full stop. Which it just doesn't sound right. A Game Boy game has more tracks than a GameCube game. No. I've talked about that in the past two videos as well. So hopefully in this next Double Dash game, if Nintendo obviously goes that direction, they don't stock down on tracks. They either stock up or stay the same. I think that they should do the same thing that they did with Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe. If they're not going to do DLC, then obviously stay with 12, because you don't want to go from 12 tracks down to 8 tracks. Unless the single player experience will be super big, which we're about to get to. But I just don't understand why you would want to go down. Okay, talking about single player has kind of gotten the rough end of the stick when it comes to Mario Kart games. The last game that really took advantage of single player was Mario Kart DS. Kind of Mario Kart Wii, but obviously we can't really access online anymore unless you've got, what's it called, Wii-mafie? I don't know, man. So I found out about that way after the Wii Online got wrecked. Anyway, yeah, Mario Kart DS did a great job with single player. We literally had a full-on mission mode, and even unlocking characters and karts in general, it required a lot of skill and banging out the game really. So I felt like, because even compared to the newer Mario Kart games, at least, well, definitely with Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe, all you have to do is just collect coins, not even a massive amount of coins, and then once you do, you just suddenly unlock the karts. Yes, you do need to unlock Gold Mario by getting first in every single Grand Prix in 200cc, which isn't necessarily easy, but it's not all the way difficult if you know what you're doing. I'm not, again, like I said, I don't want it to be Mario Kart Wii levels of unlockable difficulty, but what I mean is just that I just wish there was a tad more challenge that would make the single player experience a lot more enjoyable, and also obviously bring back mission mode in some way, shape or form. And maybe they could introduce something else. Maybe it might not even be mission modes, it could be a story mode. It could be like what Mario Kart Tour is doing, where you play tracks in reverse, or other missions, I don't know. Nintendo is usually quite clever when it comes to that, so I trust them with that. We don't even know if we're even going to get a Double Dash sequel, to be honest, but if they do, I hope that they do think about single player experience, because let's be honest, it's been a while. Now let's talk about the character roster. Mario Kart Double Dash has one of my favourite character rosters because there's not a lot of repeated characters. There's no, oh, let's make this character just to fill up space. No, it's just straight to the point. Here are each individual characters in this character slot. Every single character is different apart from the babies, but you guys already know I hate the babies. But apart from them, literally all the characters are straight to the point. Select your character. No similarities in characters really, again, apart from the babies. So imagine now adding that roster with the new roster that we have now, especially in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, fusing them together. Wouldn't that be interesting? Not only just to see them all together, but to pair them together as well. If we get a very similar roster to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, imagine pairing Inkling with Bowser, or oh no, Pink Gold Peach with Metal Mario. You see what I'm saying? It just might be a little bit weird, but that was kind of the joy of the original game. It's like you can mix and match your characters as much as you want. Like even when I played Double Dash for the first time, the combo that I played the most by far was Mario and Waluigi, because sadly Shy Guy isn't in the game, but that's besides the point. So I feel like the character roster would be really wacky, but also very memorable, especially considering what you would be able to do with those characters, again with the whole mixing and matching thing. And also, just looking at the characters that Nintendo potentially could add in this game, it would be pretty interesting to see the style tracks and the tracks who has a character as their main design premise. That would be, I mean, imagine if we got Funky Kong Circuit. Like, just think about that for a second. Oh yeah, there are a couple of things that just wouldn't, I just don't know how they would do it. Like for example, how would online multiplayer work? Do you think that we'll have an option where we could work with someone on the opposite side of the world? Or would each individual player have to run their own pair of characters? You see what I mean? I mean, that would be cool, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just very curious to see how Nintendo would tackle that, if they even do a Double Dash sequel. And you know what? I'm just going to conclude by saying this. Double Dash is by far one of the most popular Mario Kart games. Regardless whatever you think about it, obviously I've talked many times about how it's not my personal favourite, but it's a very game-changing Mario Kart game. So to just ditch it and leave it in the past when it's such a fan favourite, it just doesn't make sense to me. Again, regardless as to what I and many other people may think of Double Dash, if they literally take all of the great aspects of the original game, bring in the great single player experience of Mario Kart DS, and fuse that with the amount of content and Grand Prix in Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe, that could literally make one of the most game-changing Mario Kart games, and definitely an overdue one. Because yeah, Nintendo doesn't have to do this. I feel like, well, if I was in their shoes, I would, because again, it's just all about listening to what your fans want. You want the fan service to be there. There's a common theme that's been in the past few Mario Kart 9 videos that I've made. Nintendo just needs to keep the fan service in mind, and as long as they do that, they will be fine. They're already increasing their fan base by bringing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to the Switch, and also by making Mario Kart Tour. Because people nowadays are just using phones to game, they're literally increasing their fan base even further. So once Mario Kart 9 comes out, or this Double Dash sequel comes out, maybe we might have the same name, I don't know. But you see what I mean? When the new Mario Kart game comes out, they're literally going to have a huge fan base. And on top of that, they have the returning fans, and on top of that, the nostalgic lot who would also want to hop in and play this new game. So if we do end up getting this long overdue Mario Kart game, that would be big, and that would really help Nintendo massively. It might even do even better than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, who knows. Anyway, regardless as to what I think of Double Dash, I think if it had a sequel, it will definitely be better than the original. and it would probably be one of the best Mario Kart games due to how much Nintendo would pay attention to their fan service. But anyway guys, that's going to be the end of today's video, so hopefully you did enjoy it. Please comment down below your thoughts on this theory, or this idea I should say, and let me know what you think and give me some other ideas as to what Nintendo could do with this Double Dash sequel. I'll be very interested to know. Anyway, thank you for watching, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.